Hi guys, I am going on a walk today and I thought I would make a video whilst I go on that walk, because why not? So, I'm starting at this tiny, really cute station called Avoncliff. It's sort of about 10 minutes outside of Bath. Absolutely have to point out, see if you can see it, the original signage at the station from back in the day. So, you have the railway line there and the canal there. This canal's going over the railway line on an aqueduct. It's really cool. Now, on with the walk. I'm now walking down underneath the aqueduct to start my walk properly. So, I'm sure many of you know that I'm a bit of a transport fanatic, especially trains and railways. And so today I thought I would go and try and find some dismantled railway lines around sort of just south of the city of Bath. Yeah, essentially it's just a lovely day. I want to go for a walk. Why not explore some old railway lines? It won't be boring, I promise. Don't turn off now. The fun's just beginning.
This is where the fun begins.
Oh, that lens flare, sorry. This is not directed by J.J. Abrams. So, this first leg of my journey isn't actually finding an abandoned disused railway line. I am walking from Avoncliff to the next station along towards Bath, which is Freshford. Nearly at Freshford, first stop. Time is about 20 minutes. Just walking through fields. Oh. I just saw two of the cutest dogs. First hill of the day, always a good sign. I can see a train station. I would have filmed on the platform, but there were other people there and I'm a bit, scared. I've already stung my leg on stinging nettles. That wasn't very smart. There are some more dogs ahead of me. All the houses I'm seeing around here all have solar panels on them. That's so good. The dogs were swimming. Oh. It's about 45 minutes into the walk and I've reached the next village, Limpley-Stoke. So far I've been walking along the existing railway line. It's still there from, train horn, from Avoncliff to Freshford, and then it carries on along the canal to Bath. But here at Limpley-Stoke there used to be a station. That garage there is called Station Garages. Right there is the old station. It's quite hard to see anything from down here, so I'm going to go underneath the railway line and round the other side and see what we can see from there. This is looking more hopeful. Right. There we go. There we go. So you can very much see that the platform is still there on that side. There's still the original station sign, the original booking office sign. Limpley-Stoke station closed in 1966, so about 60 years ago. So I've been walking for just under an hour, and so I'm going to have my sort of first break here, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do next on my walk. So what's cool about Limpley-Stoke is it's not just a closed station on this line, it was also the start of a branch line called the Camerton Branch Line. It opened up originally just for coal traffic, and then they opened it up to passengers, and all the stations were sort of small stations in sort of little villages, a bit like Limpley-Stoke, for example. It wasn't a huge branch line at all, and it closed during the war, and when it reopened it really struggled to get any more passengers, so it closed to passengers in 1925. It stayed open to freight until 1958, and then it closed completely, and they took up the track, built over it. There's not much of it left, but there is some of it left, and that's what I'm gonna try and find next. And we're off again. Still so sunny, it's so lovely. So when maps say that there are pavements that you can walk along, this seems to be what it means. Thankfully most of my walk isn't along the road. This is like the only stretch of road that I have to use. Everything else is footpaths, so. Another railway crossing. And here is where the junction would have been. So it would have just come across here and gone round there. And if you look at it from Google Maps, you can see a line of trees going in that exact way. And I think there is an old bridge we can try and spot, so that's exciting. I've stung myself again on stinging nettles. I'm just not good at this, clearly. I can see the old bridge. This is exciting. I don't know why that makes me so happy. It's just so cool. And it's just so weird to imagine that there used to be trains crossing over that. So this place is as good as ever to talk about a film that I absolutely love. It's called the Titfield Thunderbolt, and it's about a group of villagers who don't want their railway line to close down, so they run it themselves, and the rival bus company starts like trying to fight them. There's a duel between a train and a steamroller. It's good stuff for people like me, but it's also just like a really wholesome film. And they actually filmed that on the Camerton Branch Line after it had like fully closed to both freight and passenger services. As I'm walking along this bit, I'll probably be pointing out places where they filmed it. And the first bit is this bridge here. So down that path is the track bed of the railway line, and there's a bit early on in the film where they're racing a bus, and the railway line, the train comes underneath that bridge, and the bus sort of comes down this bit of road here. So that's exciting. So there's a scene in the film where the train goes past a cricket pitch, and all the cricketers sort of wave at them and everything. And that is this cricket pitch right here. These gates look like they're old. Can't say whether they're from the railway times or whether they're after, but they look old enough that they could be. I'm walking into Monkton Combe, which is another village known for the school, Monkton Combe. And they've essentially built over where... Oh, there's a dead bird there. Woo! Anyway, they've built over where Monkton Combe Halt station was, which in the film Titfield Thunderbolt is the Titfield station. So there are lots of photos of what it did look like because of that film. Unfortunately, none of it is there, apart from 2 gate posts, which I am going to try and find. So gate post should literally just be up this road. You're all gonna think, what? That's nothing. I'm gonna be like, wow. And there they are. So this is a random person's garage, but they are the original gate posts down to the station. It's amazing how they're the only 2 things that are left, but they were kept. So cool. Basically, the station would have been there-ish, and the track probably would have come along here. So that was cool. Well, I felt it was cool anyway. The next station, I don't think there's anything left of it at all. So I'll be looking at a sort of space and be like, oh cool, look, it's a railway line. And you'll all be like, David, please. But I love it. I love it.